东方蓝宝石手串。东方蓝宝石是信心的宝石。
Gemstone is the gemstone of confidence imbued with positivity and luck. It is a symbol of the Eastern Paradise realm. Wearing it facilitates communication with Medicine Buddha. It can quickly banish negative energy, tap into compassion and auspiciousness, transform one's luck, and bring about purity and ease of body, mind, and spirit. Hello everyone. Hello my friends online. And now it's time for our chanting group practice part 18. I will tell your story first. Well, it's also a story of cause and consequence. Kind heart will get good result. So the story is about the bride saved the deer. It was in the mountains. There was a family living in the mountains. The son got married 6 days ago. So usually after the wedding, they will go to the ancestors' graveyard to worship their ancestors. So, everywhere they have different cultures. And so here they have this custom of going to worship their ancestors. Because the new daughter-in-law needs to go and say hello to the ancestors. Well, usually nowadays, in modern time, you don't usually go to say hello to your ancestors. That's why you have those argues in a marriage. And while they're doing the offerings, all of a sudden there's a deer coming to the offering table, and the deer hide under the table. And they can hear that, people are chasing after the deer. The hunter is coming with the hunter dog. And the hunter said, well, the deer that I'm chasing came to you, and so hand over the deer to me. The bride happened to be a very kind girl. She's also very, very smart and kind. And she thought, you see, I just get married, and I'm coming to say hello to to greet the ancestors. And at this time, the deer come to hide under the offering table. There must be a karmic bond between the deer and us. And it's right on the day when we worship the ancestors. And do you know about deer? The Chinese people, you should think about deer. In South China, they sometimes would offer those, good fortune. And there's Lu. This pronounced the same. The deer pronounced the same in Chinese as prosperity, and also authority. So people usually want to have good fortune and prosperity and longevity. So in Chinese, Fu is good fortune, and Lu, pronounced the same as deer, has the meaning of authority and prosperity. And Shou is longevity. This bride is very smart, very intelligent, and also very kind. And so she thought there must be a connection between the deer and us. And so she wanted to protect the deer. Usually when she think about connections, she's thinking of how to save the deer, because the hunter is coming to chase the deer and wanting to get the deer. So he said, see, the deer is under your offering table. Give it back to me. And then the bride asked the mother-in-law and the father-in-law and her husband and said, no, we cannot hand over the deer. Well, the deer come to us at this special time. We need to protect the deer. But the hunter is not very reasonable, because he's making a living on hunting. And so he's always attacking and very aggressive. And so he said, well, if you don't want to return the deer, then you need to pay for it. And then the father-in-law said, okay, if you want us to pay for it, how much would that be? And so the hunter said, 20 silver coin or silver yuan. That is quite a lot. The bride, the whole process of wedding and preparing for everything, and to eventually have this daughter-in-law, they spent only 15 silver coin or silver yuan. And now the deer would cost them 20. But the hunter is like, no, if you want the deer, then you have to pay 20. How can a deer be more expensive even than a pig? A pig usually would worth like 2 silver yuan or silver coin. But the hunter insisted on the price, because it's wild deer. And if you don't give me so much, then I will not leave. Or you just give me back the deer. And so the father-in-law, the mother-in-law, and the daughter-in-law, they were discussing, you see, we even still had the loan when trying to arrange the wedding and everything. And So the mother-in-law and father-in-law almost think that they would rather give back the deer. But the bride, the new daughter-in-law thought, oh, the mother-in-law and father-in-law is about to give the deer back. And the bride said immediately, she made a quick decision. Well, oh, mom and dad, I will pay for the cost. My parents gave me 15 silver yuan, or silver coin, when I come here. And so I have these here with me, so I can pay for it. And I only have 15. And then the hunter was like, oh, well, so they were bargaining. If you don't take these 15, I don't have any more. That's all I have. And so the hunter looked at this and he thought, 15, pretty good. And so he agreed. And so the deer was saved. And the deer was very, very smart too. And the dog has left also. And the deer came out from the offering table and then disappeared in the mountains. And so, well, everybody knows that this girl has saved the deer. Nobody praised her. They were all saying like, oh, she looks pretty, but she's not smart at all. She saved the deer, and then the deer disappeared. She spent so much. It's a huge amount of money. Well, when you're listening to the story, you would think that it's just a little money, maybe? You don't have an idea of how much it is. Well, if you even cannot afford to buy a bicycle, and then they ask the price for an automobile, then the bride paid for it. So everybody thought that the new bride is kind of silly. This new bride, didn't care what they say. And very soon she was pregnant and had a baby son, a baby boy. And she was working, and so while the whole family was working and she was busy doing house chores, she put the baby on a chair. And right at the time, a deer came and used his antler to hold the baby and the chair and the basket. And he didn't run away right away. The deer walked around and showed everybody that he was holding the baby. And everybody saw the deer and the baby. And so everybody came out and went, oh, the deer got the baby, kidnapped the baby. So let's chase the deer. The deer actually can run very fast. Usually man cannot catch up. But the deer didn't run very fast, and so those people can actually catch up. Only about a few, 15 minutes later, they suddenly heard a big boom, because the house was right at the foot of the mountain, and the mountain all of a sudden collapsed and then covered the house. If you look at some videos, when the mountain collapses, it sounds very simple, but actually, if there are even 10 houses or 20 houses under it, they can completely be destroyed and immediately disappear. At this time, the deer stopped running and gently put the baby down. And so the family looked at the deer putting down the baby, and the family suddenly realized that the deer was trying to, make us running out of the house and lead us to the safe place. So the deer actually saved the whole family. So you can see the new bride saved the life of the deer, and then the deer actually saved the whole family. So this is the story of the bride and the deer. And that's a very good story. And we also talk about the concept of good fortune and prosperity and longevity. Even if you have money, then if you don't have good fortune, if you cannot live long, then you cannot have time to enjoy all the, the money and what the money can bring you. Sometimes on in the internet, I see some stories about people who made a lot of money, but then they passed away soon after. And so if you want to live long, come here to walk energy Bagua and come here to meditate with us. The next story is about the king of Qin and 300 farmers. It was 2,700 years ago, in the autumn and in the spring and autumn time. At that time, there were many small countries in China. The whole China was divided into many small countries, and I would say 35 countries in the land of China. And then the country Qin combined all the countries, and so there was only one Qin. So at that time, we're calling the king of Qin. At that time, this king of Qin is actually not called king, but the emperor would bestow him a title of like sir or something. But in order for us to, so they call him Duke Mu. But in order for us to easily remember, we can just call him Qin, king of Qin. So the north side of Qin is the country Jin. So it is currently the Shanxi province in China. In Shanxi, people really like vinegars. It's famous for vinegar. And so that country at that time is called Jin. So these two countries, let's just call those dukes king of Jin and king of Qin. And that king of Jin at that time is called Duke Hui of Jin. He became the king of Jin. In ancient times, they have many concubines. And therefore, those concubines would deliver lots of children for them. And so usually after the old king died, there will be maybe 10 or 20 sons, running for that position, and all want to take the throne. And that king of Jin actually had the support of king of Qin, and therefore ascend the throne. Usually a smaller country, usually they have to rely on a bigger country for their economical and military support, so that they can, they can do something. And so this king of Qin helped the new king of Jin, the Duke Jin. So king of Qin helped the king of Jin to become the king, to take the throne. And therefore, the king of Jin should be thankful to the king of Qin because he helped him to take the throne. And the king of Qin, before he became the king of Qin, he promised the king of Qin that if king of Qin helped him to become the king, he would offer 5 cities, a big land, to Qin as a present, as a gesture of gratitude. But after the king of Qin actually took the throne, he denied and didn't keep the promise. And so he amputated. And that country Qin, 1 year, suffered from drought, quite terrible drought. And therefore, the farmers don't have any, food. So a lot of people had to suffer from hunger. And therefore, the country Qin asked help from country Qin. So the country Qin was always helping. And at this time, the minister from the country Qin said, no, we cannot help country Qin because the king of Qin didn't keep promise. He promised that he would give us 5 cities to repay our favor. But now he didn't. You see, now he had the result. You see that they are suffering from drought. Now he has to ask our help. And so everybody, those ministers all talked to the king of Qin and said, don't help them. But the king of Qin said, well, this king of Qin will not, will not suffer from hunger. Even if they have drought, as long as he's still on that position, he will not suffer from the drought or suffer from hunger. But the people in Qin, they are innocent. They didn't do anything wrong. As the king of their neighboring country, I should still help those people. I still love them. And so when the country Qin asked for help, country Qin prepared a lot of food. In China, they have 2 major rivers, the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. And so country Qin is on the upper of Yellow River, and Qin is on the lower part of Yellow River. And so country Qin prepared a lot of boat to carry the food to country Qin. So they really helped the country Qin so that many people didn't die of hunger. But, the natural disasters sometimes don't distinguish which country or who. In Shanxi province, they usually don't always have drought. If you are on a flight, if you go and look at Shanxi province, you will see that it's very, the mountains are very clear without trees. And only when you get close to the rivers, then you can see some trees. So country Qin usually suffer from drought very frequently. And so in another year, country Qin suffered from drought. Now, country Qin is having drought, and the country Qin had a bumper harvest. And so the king of Qin now asks the king of Qin for help. But then the king of Qin said, no, we don't have enough food. And not only that, somebody suggested to the king of Qin, said, well, usually the king, the country Qin is very strong. Now we should attack them while they're having difficulties. And then the king of Qin thought it was a good idea. And so he was trying to attack them. And so he agreed and started to fight with Qin. And completely, this king of Qin was completely ungrateful. And when the king of Qin heard about that, he was really outrageous. He thought, see, I just helped you last year when you were having drought. I sent so much food to you. And now I'm having drought and you are trying to attack us. Even though the king of Qin is very kind, but he was also very good at fighting. So if you go to Shanxi province, try not to fight because people from the old country Qin are very good at fighting. And therefore, they fight at the place called Longmen Mountain. And so when they started the fight, the battle, all the kings also went to fight. Those are very small countries. Even the king of the small countries, they all fight together with the soldiers. But it's just that they have some soldiers around them to safeguard them. And so both kings went to the battle. So at that time, when both kings were there, and how would the soldiers fight? Of course, they would fight towards the king. But because the soldiers in Qin didn't have too much food, so when they're fighting, they were weaker. And very quickly, the armies of Qin were approaching the king of Qin. And then the king of Qin thought, oh no, that's the end. And he was just about to pray, and all of a sudden he heard another army like shouting and roaring. And this army was like having painted their face black and holding like agriculture equipments and some sticks and some ox and some horses and donkeys and mules. And at the tail of the animals, they tied some straws. And so the animals can carry the fire. And they rushed to just dash into the Qing's army. And so they're just fighting madly. And the army Qing was completely confused. How come these army come to us? Where do they come from? And the animals are carrying the fire. They've never seen armies like that. And they're holding all kinds of tools. And they were completely puzzled. And so that army completely defeated the army of Qin. And in addition, they captured the king of Qin. And then the Qing army captured the king of Qin. And then, of course, after the battle, the king of Qin went to talk to that very special kind of army and talk to those people. Are they heavenly beings or are they human beings? And there are even ladies and even holding their babies and sometimes with bottles and sometimes holding even forks or agricultural tools. And so he was very confused. Where did you come from? Why do you come and help me? And then the head of that army he was a senior, and he said, and he came and saluted to the king of Qin, and he said, "Oh, king, do you still remember this? Long time ago we eat the horse meat." And then the king thought, oh yeah, once upon a time, well, one day when the Qin was traveling, and then they lost their horses, and so they walk all over the place to find their horses, and maybe close to the place where they had this battle. And at the riverside, they found only some horses' bones, and they see that the horses had been killed, and some farmers were eating the meat. And then, of course, the soldiers caught those farmers and tied them and sent them to the king of Qin. And they told the king, these people, they kill the horses and eat their meat. They're really too bad, too audacious. They even dare to steal your horse, the king's horse. They're too rebellious. We should kill them right away. Well, it was good that the king was there. If the king wasn't there, they probably would just kill them right away. But the king of Qin was very kind. And then when he looked at these people, they're not really bad people. They were just so hungry. None of them are like balanced weight. They're very, very thin, and their complexion is very pale. In Shanxi province, whenever there's lack of rain, then they don't have any food at all. I went to Guangdong and Hunan and Hubei province. In the winter, you could even see green trees. But in Shanxi, even in the summer, you don't see green trees. So what can they eat? In ancient times, it's even harder. And so the king is really kind and understanding. And so he said, no, they are not bad people. They're just too hungry. You're so hungry. That's actually my fault. I'm the king. That's my fault. Not only he didn't punish them. In the summer, though, you should not eat the meat of horse because it's actually a little bit poisonous if you eat the horse meat. The only way to detoxify is that you need to drink some wine. So he gave those farmers some food and some wine to help them to detoxify and have some food. And also, the king allowed them some really good policies so that they don't need to pay taxes for anything that they earn or they gain from the farming. And so the peasants, the farmers are so grateful for the king. They didn't expect that after several years, this ungrateful king of Qin came to attack the king of Qin. And so these farmers thought, no, we cannot allow that. So at this critical moment, all the farmers risked their life to fight with the army of Qin. And they even used their animals. And they did save the life of Qin. And this is actually a true story in the history. So they defeated the Qin army and also captured the king of Qin. So you see, as a merciful and benevolent king, then his people would benefit and have a better life. And if the president or the prime minister is kind, then all the people will be having a better life. And he didn't expect that because of not punishing the farmers for eating the meat of his horse, those farmers saved his life and saved also the lives of many soldiers of Qin. And so this king of Qin has been addressed as one of the most famous kings of the 5 kings at the spring and autumn time. So he not only love his people, he also recruit a lot of capable people and use them. So under his leadership, he has quite a few famous ministers who supported him and assisted him. When we have time, we can talk about some 2 or 3 of his famous ministers. In the future, I'll tell you the stories of them. So that's all for the stories. Joyce, what would you like to say? Well, thank you so much, Master. Our friends online, they are very interested in listening to the stories, and they were trying to guess the result. I want to share one comment with you. I really love Master's teaching. The stories are so interesting, and it's very, very, simple and easy to understand, and it's very inspiring. Last time, I actually brought a lot of the sharings from our online friends. If today we can have some time to share this with you, Grandmaster, and with our online friends, I really would like to share their benefits from the energy healings and blessings. Okay, why don't you share some? I've just received one. Jin Tiandu, she said, "Oh, my mother, Wen Zhong, last week, she had pain in the growing area, and she couldn't reduce the pain, whatever she did. But on June the 17th, when Master was doing the energy healing and crushing the walnut, then my mother suddenly feel very well, and the pain disappeared. Even now, it's not painful at all. It's really a miracle. Thank you so much for your blessings and healings." And another online friend said, "After crushing the walnut, my ear pain disappeared. Well, before, I used to have this ear pain and caused the whole head having the migraine. And so on June the 20th, the ear pain again, and so I went to purchased a pestle, the Vaishnava pestle, and after that I joined Master's group chanting, and when after Master do the energy healing with the potatoes and crushing the walnuts, then the pain disappeared. Usually the pain will keep for a week, but this time there's only one day, this pain completely disappeared. This pain has bothered me for months, and now it's completely gone." And another person said he used to have the pain of that neck pain, but after the crushing walnut, this pain has greatly reduced. So he's very, very thankful. And another student said, "Oh, thank you for Grandmaster's healing. There was a little tumor in the throat. Now, after the healing, it disappeared." Well, this person said, well, he used to have the sensitivity and it was very itchy on the face. And after the healing, it's not itchy anymore. And Diana Chan said he couldn't sleep for 2 weeks. After 3 a.m. every day, he couldn't sleep anymore. But after Master's energy healing, he could sleep until 6 a.m. And it was a very sound sleep. And the headache also reduced. Thank you, Grandmaster. And Qi Can said, after Grandmaster did the energy healing, he went to vomit. But after the vomiting, his headache and the neck swelling disappeared. And all these discomfort disappeared. And Bing Rou from Vancover said he had the left shoulder stiffness for almost a year. It really affects his daily life. He couldn't stretch his arm and hand. It's very painful. And there are also a big clump under the arm. And after Master's grand healing, it's completely gone, 100%. Now the stiffness completely disappeared, the pain completely disappeared. He can move his arms freely to any degree. And it's already been a whole year's pain, 100% disappeared. And Fang Cui is from Melbourne Center in Australia. He used to have very serious neck problem. And in the morning, he was still very, very uncomfortable. And his right thumb was also complete and very painful. Right after the healing of the crushing the walnut, the whole body was completely smooth and clear. The pain disappeared. And I really suggest everyone to watch Master's group chanting and healing multiple times. So you get multiple healings. And another student shared that he used to, he was mowing the lawn, but then there was a stick that hit his feet. And it was so swelling and painful, and it was all dark. But after the healing, it's not swelling, it's not painful, and it's not, the dark color also disappeared. Before, if they use any medications, it will at least be like 15 days. But now it's just one day, it's all gone. And another disciple said after Grandmaster's energy healing, before he had, the head problem and discomfort and neck discomfort. But after the healing, he felt very light and feel heat in the chest. And after Master's group chanting, when he do GI, he can feel the whole body is like having heat. GI is meditation of greater illumination. And so he also feel like a lot of his other problem also get better, like the gallbladder problem, his his stomach pain and his swelling of the leg, and also allergies, all get better. And Li Hongxia, he had a knee problem for more than 30 years. He always had to sleep on her right side because the other side is painful. When she was young, when she was young, she had allergies and nose problem. And when she was pregnant, she had a very serious cold. So she had very terrible snoring that she would even snore and wake herself up. And it's so loud that it's louder than a lot of men snoring. And she's very afraid of cold. All the joints are like always have a sound. Whenever she lies down, she can hear a lot of sound from the joints, and until she can completely lie down flat. But after Grandmaster's energy healing, his respiratory system is getting so much better. Before, she has the sound like hulu hulu, very loud in the throat. And her husband said that she used to be like a big cat, but now she couldn't hear any of that, and she doesn't snore anymore. She used to be able to, she couldn't sit cross-legged before, and now she can sit cross-legged. And she used to be sleep only on one side. Now she can sleep on both sides. You see, she had problems from head to toe, and it's all getting better. Wow, that's amazing. And some people also reported some benefits on their family relationship, and they're expressing their gratitude. An online friend said before, her son was studying in Japan, but in 2019, when the son was co-op in Japan, after 3 months, suddenly he disappeared and lost connection. And so the whole family was very worried. And on the so January the 4th, he came back from the mother-in-law's house, and on the January the 5th, because there's Master's energy healing online, so he very respectfully received Master's grand healing. And then Master said, if you have any difficulties or if you have any problems, you can tell me. And so he did report that to Master. And after Master's grand healing and blessing, after 4 days, he received a message from his son, and he was so happy, and he and even cried. But that's a very happy cry. And she knows that it's because of Grandmaster that her son was protected and blessed and safely came home. And another friend shared that they were supposed to divorce, but then they didn't divorce after the energy healing and blessing, and they didn't divorce, and they even had a daughter, and then before they had a daughter, and now they have another son. So the whole family is getting better and better, more and more harmonious. They used to have financial difficulties, but now they can afford to buy another house. And his parents and himself made offerings to the ancient Buddha, Tanka. And after they made offerings, her father's ulcer in the stomach has been healed. And her mother's lot of problems also get better, like the high blood sugar and, and also rheumatic arthritis and blood and also heart problem all get well. And they're she's almost 70 years old, but she's even healthier. They're young people, and wrinkles are getting fewer, and age spot not disappeared, but disappeared a lot. And even the facial appearance also changed. And her husband is also very respectful to her parents and always have the positive energy. Their career is getting better and better. And her father before would drink wine and not drinking anymore, too much not alcoholic anymore. And another friend is sharing, after the energy healing, she went to vomit and felt that a lot of chilliness was released. And then she felt very light. And the pain during the period also disappeared. So thank you very much. And Jin Youwen said, thank you, Master. His stomach wasn't very good and always seems burning. And when he went to do the medical check, they could even find ulcer. And after taking months of medication, it wasn't effective at all. And after January, because Master have these online healings and classes, and so he would participate in each one of them, and he didn't know when actually the stomachache stopped. And he went to do the medical check, and the doctor told him that the stomach is very, very good and functioning very well. So the disciple is very, very grateful for Grandmaster. Okay, Master said, let's talk about stomach. When I went to Taiwan, in the Taiwan TV programs, they usually talk about health, and they talk about they have the burning feeling or ulcer in their stomach. Usually they don't have any really good medicine for that. And sometimes they would recommend some medicine from maybe Japan. Usually if they take medicine, they cannot stop taking the medicine. I remember about 20 years ago when I was in mainland China, there was a medicine called 3-9 medicine, stomach medicine. But still, the stomachache cannot be healed by this kind of medicine. But at that time, after energy healing, they can be recovered without any side effects, and it won't come back. And another friend shared, after Grandmaster's energy healing, he used to have the lower back pain for more than a month, and right after the healing, the pain completely disappeared. And another friend shared, "Oh, Grandmaster, I wish you all the best. Well, a few months ago, I had some accident, and I always blame myself, and I feel very sad and very negative, and I always fight with myself. Actually, I hope I could find a way out, but I cannot let go. I asked Master to bless me so that my negative energy will disappear. When Master was crushing the walnuts, I couldn't help crying out loud. And after Master stopped crushing the walnuts, I stopped crying, and my whole self completely back to that happy and free and self. And also the my son's corn has disappeared from the feet. Well, watching Master smashing the walnuts, I feel the emotional pain, uncontrollable tears, remorseful. Thank you, Master, from your teaching. I see the beauty of love, compassion, forgiving, etc., which in the past I consider as weakness. Wow, this crushing the walnut opened your heart. Wow, you elevated your level and your perception. And another friend shared, well, for 20 years, she had excessive, piece of meat in the nose, and she always have to sneeze every single morning. Now it disappeared, and she doesn't have to sneeze anymore. Another disciple said she had dry eyes, and after the energy healing, she always feel moisturized in the eyes. Usually she had the head very, heavy. But after Master's grand healing, then he felt it's so clear. It's almost like a dirty cup being cleaned. Thank you, Grandmaster. Thank you. So good to have you. And so once we talked about having tears, some people say, I don't feel sad. How come I practice meditation and then I have tears? And I mentioned a little bit, when we have tears after the practice of the meditation, it usually means the negative energy is released. So what are those negative energies? Usually includes the destructive emotions. And usually those emotions will be solidified. And if they block your eyes or block your nervous system or in some of your organs, then it will cause illnesses. But when you release them through your tears, then it feels like washed away, and it's almost like the dirty cup is cleaned. So you have really released a lot of illnesses. Oh, Master, you just mentioned the tear, and here's the sharing about tears. And he said that morning he had headache, and it's on the right side. It's migraine, but after the healing, the pain completely disappeared. And there's another English speaker sharing, the smarting pain in my eyes and the stiffness in my neck disappeared. It's a great relief. Wonderful. Congratulations. Okay, Christine. I'd like to share another English speaker's sharing. Her name, or Qin, or he or she, said, after listening to AM episode of Talk About Filial Piety, I decided to contact my father, whom I have not talked to for 2 years plus. I wish him well and also express my interest of wanting to financially support him a bit on a monthly basis. He sounds really happy about it, and I feel that I have done the right thing. It was a hard decision because I have a strained relationship with him since I'm a child. My parents quarreled a lot and ends up in divorce 2.5 years ago. 30+ years of suffering under one roof. All I remember about my father was his violent behavior, scolding words to me. As I entering adult life, his violent behavior and scolding did not stop. My strained relationship with my parents and my broken family alter my behavior, personality, and perspective. All these become big obstacles in whatever I do in life. I blame them for all the sufferings I endure. I have since made amends to my mother after listening to Master all these past few years and strive to do even better. As for my father, I have a harder time forgiving him even after years of listening to Master's teachings. However, after that episode of Dharma talk, I feel it is of utmost urgency that I approach my father and make him feel at ease and letting him know that I care for him and want to do the correct thing. I feel a big stone has been lifted from my chest after I contacted him. I wish my parents well and will continue to work harder to be a better person in all aspects of my life. Yeah, he said, I feel he made him feel at ease and letting him know that I care for him and want to do the correct thing. I feel a big stone has been lifted from my chest after I contacted him. And of course, the father was also very happy. When the father became older and older, most likely he would also feel regretted about the harm that he has been done to the daughter. And so I wish my parents well and will continue to work harder to be a better person in all aspects of my life. So that's why she is very, very grateful for Grandmaster JinBodhi's teachings, and only through your continuous teachings and blessings that she was able to overcome these obstacles. Master says, I'm very happy to see your transformation for all these sufferings in the family. Now you have solved the problem. And you have overcome the difficulties, and that actually will help you to release the problem in your pain. That obstacle in the relationship between you and your father sometimes will also cause the blockages in your body. So now, because you have overcome that difficulty and made the connection with your father and forgive all of that, and now you are actually healing yourself without even taking any medications. Another friend, Zhu Liang, is asking Grandmaster, is it possible that all these precious knowledge that you taught in the family precepts, can we make it into a book? Because my parents and ancestors haven't taught us this, and therefore we have had many falls in our life. And if we can pass these down to our children and offspring, that would be best. But Grandmaster said, well, my teaching is probably too rough. I haven't thought about making it into a book. But Joyce said, actually, I've seen many comments and many people left messages requesting Grandmaster to be kind enough and to kindly turn this into a book. Well, okay. If sometimes maybe you've already heard this, but when you read and when you encounter something, if you go back to read it, then it will remind you. Sometimes watching a video is different from reading the book. So maybe a book is quite necessary. I may take it into consideration. And another sister, Luo Haoying, she said when she was offering candles and making other offerings, so she said her daughter is selling water purifying machine. And during the 2 months of pandemic, her daughter didn't have any business. And so she talked to Grandmaster, oh, Grandmaster, please help my daughter. She doesn't have any business. Please bless her. And only within 2 days, her daughter told her, oh, Mom, I sold 2 machines. Oh, wow, wonderful. And then I said, wow, amazing. I only talked to Grandmaster just 2 days before. You already had business. Master really loves you and bless you. You should be grateful. So offer a light to Grandmaster. Then she said, oh, sure, I will immediately. And so her boyfriend was beside her, and she her boyfriend also offered candles to Master, and so her boyfriend also sold 5 machines, and the business gets better and better. And therefore, her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend are very, very grateful to Grandmaster, and so they're so grateful. I said, oh, Master, you really fulfill our wishes. Master said, I wish all of you will make a lot of money. And this friend, Liang Niao, said, oh, Master, I'm much more energetic. Before, my heart always have, a very heavy feeling. And now only once or twice a week. And it's so much better. And another friend said, once when Grandmaster was doing energy healing and blessing, Master said, whatever you eat from now on, you'll be able to digest. And then so she went to drink a kind of drink called Mei Lu. It's with chocolate and I don't know, something. And for 35 years, she was always allergic to this drink, and she would always have diarrhea after that drink. But ever since Master said that you're able to digest everything, then she doesn't have allergy and diarrhea anymore. Wow, Master, you're so amazing. You could even heal those allergy from like 35 years ago, from childhood. Thank you so much, Grandmaster. And another friend said, I used to have the sore leg and feet and affected the sleep. But after Grandmaster's energy healing and blessing, she doesn't have the pain and swelling and soreness and can sleep sound and long. So thank you very much, Grandmaster. Another disciple used to have the hernia disc, and he can only walk crippled and couldn't walk too long. And now after the energy healing of Grandmaster, he can all sit straight up and walk. And thank you so much, Grandmaster. Another friend said her palm feels warm, and now he can sit cross-legged. Before, he can only cross-legged for like 5 minutes, and now he can cross-legged and sit for more than 20 minutes and feel very light and easy. And this friend shared, I have trigger fingers. for over 15 years. And the pain are gone now. I have knees pain over 7 years. And the pain 80% improved. I noticed 2 red dots on my palm. One below the thumb and one on the 4th finger. My palms are pinkish color. Thank you and appreciate Grandmaster for all the blessing. Thank you. And another disciple, Ping Cao, said, the sciatic pain after Grandmaster's energy healing and blessing is completely gone. Thank you very much, Grandmaster. And another disciple said, before, it was very hard to stand up from the sofa. It was very hard and slow. But after the energy healing, you can stand straight up from sofa. And the back pain and soreness also was relieved. And another friend shared, when Master was doing online teachings and energy healings, he was always watching. Before, even in the summer, he would have to use 2 thick blankets when he was sleeping. And now he felt warm. He doesn't need that anymore. And Chang Nian wrote, I got a respiratory illness for years and was worried over the pandemic about my illness. It was amazing that during these periods, my symptoms had been very stable and feel healthier than before. Thought this was the blessing from Master to protect his fellow during the crisis moment. It was magical. I'm grateful that I have you as my lifetime mentor. My feeling at the first moment met your poster was excited like a child finally can find own family back. Grateful and love you very much, Master. Congratulations. Another friend shared, my baby who is 3 months and a half after Grandmaster's energy healing can sleep through the night and won't be frightened and sleep very calm and steady. That's very rare and very good. And another Juan Dao, a little child who is 4 years old, he always liked to see Grandmaster and play with Master. Before, he lied down on the sofa and would point to Grandmaster's picture and said, "Oh, Grandmaster turned into blue and come to heal me." And every time, whenever he has any discomfort, he would watch Grandmaster's energy healing and he would be completely healed. Thank you for Grandmaster's compassion. And a disciple, Ti Zhao, shared, after one time Grandmaster's energy healing, he wanted to sleep and he slept for 2 days. But after 2 days of sleep, he felt very light and very energetic and no more bad temper, and is very well in dealing with people. So in the last case, when he slept for 2 days, it usually is because before he had encountered some evil energy. Because in the energy healing, the energy, good healing energy, push the evil energy away, and so he would sleep for 2 days, and then he'll be back to normal. Usually with the evil energy attached to him, he would be very emotional, will be very confused, and a lot of the illnesses could be caused by evil energy. A friend from Beijing sent a message to me through Facebook, and he said when he was dreaming, in a dream, he saw that I was in his computer screen and said, "Go back home earlier." He was actually supposed to stay 2 hours in his family's home, and because family because Master said asked him to go back early, and right after he reached home, the hail, it's as big as an egg, was coming down, and if he had came back just even a few minutes later, he would be hit by the egg big hail. And sometimes, if after my energy healings, if you look at your hand and look at your face, you would see that there will be some difference. Remember, once I asked you to take a picture of your hand and take a picture of your face and compare it. You might check and see if they have changed. Well, we checked Joy's picture from about more than 10 years ago. Usually, you don't even believe. Before, your nose wasn't that tall, and well, at that time you were much younger, but the nose is higher. It's because of merits. So you saved a lot of money from, facial, surgery or something. Before, you were not confident because your nose wasn't very tall, and now you feel very, very confident because your nose are much taller. So your nose. It's very tall and straight. Well, this afternoon when we were trying to, look for pictures, and we were looking at the picture from more than 10 years ago, her picture. Of course, everybody will go older, but I looked at the picture and look at her nose and see the big difference. It's so much taller and straight. It's most importantly, some people do those facelifting surgeries. And usually when your nose is very tall and straight, then you have more confidence. After some cultivation and practice, then your mouth would also be very straight and in the right position, not to the side. It also represents that you're healthier because our facial organs also link to our internal organs. If we have some facial organs that are lean to the side, if you're sorry, I'm talking too much about if our face is getting more straight and more on the right position, then we will be wiser and we will have better fortune. Therefore, everyone, if you have listened to my teachings continuously for more than 12 times, then your facial appearances and your palm will also change. How would you change? You would have more and more good fortune, more and more prosperity, more and more, and longer life. Okay, so now let's chant to Guanxin Bodhisattva. Let's start.
Nam 无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨， 萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。好，大家搓搓手，
All right. Rub your hands
搓搓脸，
and then your face. So run your palm
然后
over
再
your
拍拍
face.
头，
And after that, pat your head.
拍拍头，
Pat your head.
拍打一下身体，
And pat your entire body.
好，今天呢，我
So
们
today,
会选几位幸运的网友哈。
we will
今天有奖
pick
励。
some fortunate friends. We have prize today.
现在呢，我为这个 YouTube 上头的
So
中文平台上来抽奖
I
啊，
will
就
pick
是随意抽的哈，
from the
就是
YouTube
中国人说的
Chinese
油管那个
platform.
抽的，看看啊，那就开始了，我自己点了哈，
Okay, start. I'll pick.
我自己点到的这个
This one I picked.
这我不知道怎么读这个，
I don't know how to read the name.
加卫利，李佳伟
Li Chao Wei.
啊，反正就哎别跑了，哎跑了，跑掉了，
Oh,
一抬手跑掉了，
when I lift
反正
up my
照到了
finger,
哈，
it disappeared. But anyways, we took the picture.
这样再找一个吧。
Let's find another one.
哦，
Okay.
哎点不住哎，
I couldn't hold it.
他还是跑了，点了
It's
之后还
still-
是跑，
Even when I try to hold it, it still go away. See?
还是点了也跑哎，
Even if I press it, it still go. Hey,
这个点了也跑哎，
how come?
点了跑我就这个，
Okay, this one.
这刚才这是一个这个又出来了，
Oh, this comes back.
哎照到，哎
Yeah,
对
take a picture. Yeah.
李佳伟啊，加维里啊，嗯，好，这是一个哈，
So that's the one.
好，这我点了一个，
Okay, I picked another one.
这个叫什么呀？康妮啊，康妮 Mark
Connie Mock.
啊，这个抓到了哈，
Okay, this
Oh,
one I
I
got
got
it. Let me find another one. Let
我
me
自己
pick.
拍的点，哎，点的这个小妮，小妮，这个抓到了哈。这
Okay.
几个了？4个了吧？
Already
3个了。
3.
再
Okay.
来一个哈。
I'll pick another one.
好，这个好，这个叫金无暇的这个。
Oh, this is 金无暇.
金无暇，金无暇，哎，这个哈。
Okay,
好，
this
这
is
4
金
个了吧？
无暇. Already
好，
4.
中文这个 YouTube 平台4个了哈。
Okay, so
这
that's
4
the
个的
YouTube
这4个的
Chinese
奖品
platform.
呢，
So the prizes for
我
them
们我给推荐的是4件，都是我设计的衣服哈。主
are
要是这个图案。
the 4 clothes
图案。
that I designed.
好，
So the
这个
picture
到时候我们的工作人员
the
呢会跟你
design
联系哈。你要
is
什么
like
男士
this.
还是女士还是什么
Our
大小号哈？
volunteers
这都是我
and
画的。
staff will contact
好，
you
这
and
是一件，
check the size
这
that
是
you
另
need.
一件。
And so
这
that
个
is
大家
one,
之前在
and
网
this is
上
another
也
one.
见到过
You
哈。
actually probably have
这是
already
一件
seen this
这4位网友
online.
各挑一件。
So those 4 friends can pick one from it. Wow, they're so beautiful. So this is from the Diamond Sutra.
很美吧哈？
It's very, very beautiful. And this is the
这个也是。
treasure tree.
这是心经，
And this is from the Heart
这个
Sutra.
实际上心经啊，心经旁边这些光芒
You
的
can
心
see
经
the rays shining
这是
out
4位网友
from
的
the
这个
lotus
礼物
flower
哈
is
奖品
actually
先放到这儿。
the contents of the Heart Sutra.
中文、英文的哈。
Okay, now let's go
YouTube
to English platform on YouTube.
好，觉着你喊停哈。
So, Joyce, you say
你
stop.
好是停了吗？没停。
不是，没停。
快
No,
点。
no,
快点
no. I'm not saying stop yet.
好。
No, I
这个
said stop. So this one,
周文处。
Joven
周文
Chu.
处，好，知道是谁了哈。
Do you know
这
who?
有抽几个？
So
抽
how
一个
many
哈
should
好
we choose?
抽一个
Okay, only one?
好开
Okay.
心呐！
嗯，
Oh, how happy.
周文处这一个给什么呢？给我们的这个
And so this
这
is
种
the
黄色的
prize.
琉璃手串
哎，
啊，
特别富
And
贵的
this
皇
yellow,
皇帝
it's
王皇
very
的哈，这个琉
you
璃
know,
的手串
royal
啊，都会保佑你吉祥如
royal
意。
gold or royal yellow
韩文平台哈，
bracelet.
韩文平台 YouTube
And this is Korean platform,
说停
YouTube.
哈。
You tell me when to stop.
停，
Stop.
哎，我要定
抓住了，
Oh, did you get it?
照到就可以了。
Okay.
念吧。
反正我也不
Just
认
take a
识这个
picture.
人
I don't know how to read the name
可以了
though.
哈。嗯，好，
Okay.
韩文的，
And so this is the Facebook one.
中文的 Facebook
Chinese Facebook.
喊停哈。
哎，刚刚那个韩文的，我
Just
们给他
tell
什么
me
礼
when
物
to
啊？师
stop.
傅，
什么
Oh,
礼物还没
what is
说呢
the prize
真
for
感
the
动
Korean?
好，这个大象，
吉祥。
Oh,
吉
this
祥啊
elephant.
吉祥如意啊。
In
感
Chinese,
恩师傅。
这个是韩文平台那位网友哈。
哇，太棒了！
it's
吉祥
pronounced the
这个是
same as
这个是
auspicious
Facebook 上的中文。
elephant pronounces the
注意喊
same
停。
as auspiciousness. And tell me when to stop. So this is the
抓住。
Chinese platform
金
on
德干啊，
金德干.
哦
Oh,
马来西亚的德干师姐，她是
oh,
非常
Sister
积极的粉
Degan
丝啊。
in
这个
Malaysia.
写4个字儿。
She's a very,
福禄的禄。
very, I guess,
写着
top
4个字
fan.
儿也得奖了哈。
是听到师傅讲路的故事的时候，
She
啊
only
啊
wrote 4
还
letters
需要吗？
and
这
she
2个
got the
哈
prize.
再喊一次停。
Okay,
好
we'll pick another
师傅不
2.
看了哈。
So, Grandmaster, you don't. And stop.
林瑞英，
林瑞
林
英.
林瑞英，
哎，这个啊也很好哈。
That's
好。
very good.
刚才是德干和瑞英的2位的礼物哈，2位礼物，
So,
一个
Degan
呢
and 瑞
给一
英.
个这个
Um,
护身的小金刚杵随身带在
so
身上
one
哈，
will
这样
have
是辟
this
邪的，
Prajna
能够如意
pestle,
吉祥。
and that
这
can
个大家
ward
应该会
off
喜欢。
the
会
evil
非常喜
energy
欢的，
and
对
protect
对
yourself.
冲
I'm
破障
sure
碍，
this
人
will
生顺遂。
对，
they will
尤
like
其
it
是
so
有
much
什么
and it can
这种
pierce
出去
through
的
the
行动的这种
obstacles.
容易出现
And
的
if
这
you
些祸
need
事
to
避灾
go
避难
somewhere
特
and
别
travel,
提升
then
修
it helps
行
to avoid
非常好，非常适合
dangers
德
and
干师姐。
disasters. Oh, it's
这
very
两位吧，这
suitable
两
for
位
Sister
都是
Degan.
这个
好
哈，，
金刚杵。
Okay, so both of them
那
will
位叫
get
瑞
this.
英哈，这是
The
瑞英
other,
的哈。
the other person is Rui Ying.
好，啊，还有一个再抽一个哈。
对，
Oh, you
再抽
因
can
为我
we
们
can pick
Facebook 上人
another
也
one.
很多
Because
YouTube
on
中文平台人
Facebook
更多。
我们现在这个大家
We have a
来
lot
的
of
人
people
很多
on
很
the
多哈。
Chinese
Yeah.
Facebook
Well,
and
maybe
even
about
more
that.
on Chinese
Huh?
YouTube. We actually have
have-
thousands and thousands of people on the platform. Now, tell me to stop.
幸
Oh,
运者，
who's the
元
fortunate
冠
one?
呐！
啊，
哇！
Wow!
圆冠，
等一下，到底是谁？元冠正在很激动哦。
不是就是几个字儿，这个鹿是吉祥的生物，
Who's that?
是这个
维改。
维改。
哦
维改。
哦。
哦，
哇，
鹿是
恭喜维
吉祥的
改，
生物这
太棒了！
个哈。
对，
哦
维改也是我们
维改
很发心的义工啊。
Well,
对做了很多的工作。
he or she is a very, very dedicated volunteer.
这个
He or
维
she
改也
did
没
a
什么好
lot.
给你哈
We don't have too
这
much
是这
things
个
to
这个
give
我
to
写这个
you.
字儿送给你。
Oh, I'll give you a card that I
最
wrote
好的，
myself.
最
Wow,
棒的。
that's the
看认识
best.
中文吗？
Read it. Can you read the
耐力
Chinese?
成大事哈。
Well,
耐力。
perseverance will help you to succeed and accomplish a lot, big
嗯，
accomplishment
好
from
这是给维改的礼
perseverance.
物哈。
哦，太棒了！
好，还
So that's for 维
英
改.
文平台的 Facebook。
And let's go to the English platform, I mean, the Facebook platform.
嗡那咪巴咪吽，停。
Now stop.
这个
This one,
贪吝，
Tan
这个像
Ling.
是新加坡的名字。
It's like a Singapore.
恭喜！
这个贪吝得奖了哈，
Okay, you got the
得
prize.
奖了。这个贪吝得个大象吧。
So you get
如
the
意
auspicious
吉祥哈
elephant.
如意吉祥的意思。
And
哎，有得了这个象的话，你就好，运气就来了哈。
once you get this, you have a lot of good fortune.
好，好，那我们该
All right.
接下来还有一个抽奖，就是比
now
较直接
we will
支持
have
赞助。
Another
我们这个网
prize
络
draw
课程
for the people
授法
who
支持这个
directly
活动的朋友们
sponsored
哈
our
这是刚才
online
的
platform. Oh, this is a
那
prize
这样的
too.
话呢，
So
我们
take
在
it.
为赞助
And
支持
so we
我
will
的网络
pick the
网络大
prize
讲堂的
for
朋友们
those
哈
people who sponsored our
又一次抽
online
奖
classroom, our online platform.
All 好，我们各位朋友
All right.
现在呢是，你看我前
Our
面有一个
friends, you can
有
see
一个
that we
大
have
滚筒
this big
应该这
jar.
都是金属的，看不清里面的像小馄饨饺子似的这种小纸条哈。
These
就是有很
little
我们所有
piece
的
of paper. They almost look like those
赞助者的
wonton.
名字在这里。
And we actually have the names here, all the people who sponsored for our online platform. All the names
那
are
我们今
here.
天抽几位这个幸运者哈。
So
进来的
today,
都是幸运的
we'll
看能
pick
不能得
some
到这次
lucky
奖品
ones.
啊
Everybody who has the names here, they're all fortunate.
我们就开始了哈。
Now we'll see who will get the prize.
这喊停了哈，喊停。
Christine, you tell me when to stop. Stop.
行，我这个口得翻到上头来。
I need to bring the opening to the top, because otherwise it will leak.
他是谁？
Who is that?
他是谁呀？
Who is that?
可以镜头照一下吗？
Oh, can you take the picture?
修焕，
修焕。
恭喜修焕。
Congratulations, 修焕。
好开心哦！
Oh wow, 修焕 got the prize.
这条
So
漂亮的
this
漂亮的蓝
beautiful
宝石念珠哈，
blue
修焕的人哈，
美丽，
带上它如意吉祥又美
Chaldusini
丽。
no
修焕的啊。
blue gemstone necklace
好，我
would
们
be
继续
yours,
又
修焕。
讲了哈，
Um,
注意喊停哈。
so we'll continue. Okay, you tell me when to stop.
停，
Stop.
好，
Okay.
“收太和家
Shou Tai and family. ”，
恭喜收太和家。
Congratulations, Shou
哎中
Tai
奖了哈。
and family. You got the prize.
应该是美国的弟子。
I think that's a disciple from the United States.
好，
Okay.
送衣服我写
I'll
了一个
give you
小
a card
吉
that
祥的卡
I
片哈，
wrote.
叫宽容哈。
It's
送给收太和家
forgiveness
哈。
or tolerance.
好，
Well, thank you, Grandmaster.
我们的网友认识这个获奖的师兄姐的，可以在这个 YouTube 里边
Anybody
或
who
Facebook 里边
knows
留个言
that
说一下啊
brother
我
or
们好恭喜
sister, you
他
can
我好想知道
leave a message there, a comment there. If you know who this person comes from, then you can leave a message there, so we also know where he's coming, where he's from, which center he's from. Let's continue. Stop.
我呢这次拿的时候我不看。
This time, I'm
我
not
不看
going to
我
look
手
at
进
it.
去就
My
开始就
hand will
摸到
just
哪个
go
算哪个
inside and
我要
blindly
转
pick
半天在
one.
里头再
I'll
拿一个
move around
因为
and
有
then
两
pick
种颜色哈。
because there are two
我
colors
现
of
在
the
拿到
paper.
一个颜色，
This time, I have picked one color.
蓝色
Oh,
的，好
this is a blue one.
幸运而神秘的赞助者。
Wow, that's a very fortunate, well,
蓝色的
mysterious one. It's a blue paper.
5587 5587号
5587.
得
Yay!
奖喽！
You got the prize!
5587号的奖品是
5587.
欢乐的海洋
And the
啊
prize is, oh, what a joy, what an ocean of
这个最
joy.
漂亮的啊，
This
小佛
most
珠啊，
beautiful
最漂亮的小佛珠，戴
bracelet.
上它如意吉祥，
And
心想事
the
成。
wearer would be auspicious and wish
我们的网友
fulfilling.
好喜欢那个音效啊！
Oh, our online friends all love the sound effect.
网友都是
Whenever
这
we
样
have picked the prize, they really like the sound effect. Well, our online friends, they have seen all kinds of things. Oh, stop.
那我现在还是
So
拿
now
的时候我不看哈，不看
I
我
will
自己
still, just
就这样
blindly
转了
pick
半
one,
天摸到哪
and
个
I
算哪
will
一个，
move many times, and
不知道
then
什么颜色。
I don't know what color it is.
哦，红色的
Oh, it's a pink one.
看这一位是谁？刚刚
Look
这
at
个
who
收
is
太
that?
师兄是美国
收
白莲
太
禅堂的。
Oh,
Yeah,
brother
Brother
Shou Tai.
Chanting.
Brother Shou Tai is from the White Lotus Center from Silicon Valley.
来，收
收猪. Oh, that's also from the States. Yeah. Congratulations. Wow, disciples from the United States got a lot of prize. Yeah. So shoju, I'll give you this. It's very special blue gemstone. I forgot the name of the gemstone, and they are very beautiful and natural. And most importantly, we have the auspicious blessings. And so the wearer would have wisdom, have virtue, good fortune, and maybe even more money. 收到, received. Okay, we'll start again. How many we've already got? 4? Stop. This time, okay, I'll get the prize first, whatever color of the paper it is. And so the prize is this card that I wrote. Think first and then put into action. Well, I hand wrote it. My handwriting is not very good. Well, just take it. And so the same, I'm not going to look at it. So just to make sure, this is given, well, picked by Buddha. Ho mami baby ho. I picked one. Oh, this is a pink one. Look at it. Who is that? And Shouju, Sister Shouju, is from San Francisco Center. Oh, White Lotus Center. Oh, White Lotus flower. Silicon Valley, they always get prize. Wow. Who get the prize? Hui Yuan from Hong Kong Center. Oh, congratulations, Hui Yuan. Oh. So, Hui Yuan, look at the name and then think and then put into action. Think more. If you want to invest, then you need to think it over and then put it into action. Hui Yuan. Hui in Chinese, it means wisdom. Yuan means karmic bond or means a connection, a bonding. And so this is what I designed. It's the trigram. And usually if you use it to ask for, like a oracle reading, and then if you have questions, then you pick it and it usually will to answer your questions. So let's see who will get this trigram. Now, it's already time for the children to go to the entrance exams. So parents, if you want your children to, to be admitted to your wish school and the university that you are longing for, then have the blessings from Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is very, very important. Another pink one, and you'll get the JinBodhi trigram. Lin Dehe and his family. Congratulations, Lin Dehe and your family. Yeah. So you have this JinBodhi trigram, 64 cards. I wish your whole family wish fulfilling and auspiciousness. 收到. Thank you, Grandmaster. 收到 means received. The next prize is a card that I handwritten it says diligence.
希望能给我们所有的是生活
I
的
hope
创业的人
this would
带
be
来
for
一份
all of those
无限的助力
youth
啊
who are going to school
我们准备
and
抽奖。
starting to work. They would have a lot of, energy from here. So see who has that karmic connection with that card, diligence. Now stop.
还是这样，我不看。
Okay, I will not look.
哦，又是红色。
Another pink one.
很激动啊！
Wow, I'm so excited.
这个是谁呢？
Who is that?
勤奋哈。
Diligence,
你
diligence.
打不开呢？
How come I can't open it? Oh my gosh. Oh, we're so anxious. Oh. Oh, Grandmaster, who is that? Who is that? Do we know him or her?
不管是谁都会得奖哈。
If I haven't picked them up, anyone might have the opportunity.
叫荣展。
荣展 Angela Yuan.
那英文是 Angela。
That should also be from the United States.
荣展。
Angela
美
Yuan
国的嘛。
from the States.
恭
Oh,
喜荣展哈。
congratulations, 荣展.
一个我亲手
You
写的小
get
奖励哈。
this handwritten card from
恭喜
me.
恭喜，
Congratulations.
需要荣展更勤奋哈。
I need, well, 荣展, you should be more diligent and more auspiciousness and will be more achievement. Well, 收到, received. Thank you, Grandmaster. Already 7.
先拿出来，把奖品拿
Let
出来。
me take out this prize.
还是我亲手写的。
That's also my handwritten card.
师傅读一下
Can you read
这
it?
个吉祥的金口莲
Can Grandmaster read it? And then it will have your blessings. Oh, always bear kindness in your heart.
哈，善因长存是不容易的哈。
Well, this is actually not easy. Always have kindness in heart. Of course, that will.
荣展哈。
Oh, Sister Rongzhan is from the New York Center. When we always have kindness in our heart, of course we will be
开始摇
auspicious.
奖了哈。
哎呀，我们的网友
Let's
说
start
师傅
again.
太幽默了
Our
气死我了
online friends, Master, how come you're so humorous? You made us so anxious. We're so excited.
摇摇摇，停。
Stop.
同时还是啊，看能摸到哪一个。
Again, I'm not going to look at it. See who's going to be that one.
我希望摸个蓝色的
I
哈。
hope to pick a blue one. I
哎
didn't
呀
see.
红色的。
Another pink. Okay.
摸蓝色的，我还得
Well,
直接拿才行。
If I want to pick a blue one, I need to look.
是谁呀？
Who is that? How come it's so hard to open?
知道吧？
It's sticky.
粘住了。
Must be a Canadian student, a Canadian friend.
是谁？
黄
黄秀
秀
芝家
芝
族。
and the whole family.
黄秀芝
Congratulations, 黄秀芝.
恭喜你。
Congratulate you
善心长存
To have the kind heart always. Hope you will accumulate merits and you will have countless, unlimited good fortune, prosperity, and longevity. Received and thank you, Grandmaster.
第9位了，我们还有机会，师傅，
It's
还有机会
already,
的哦
wow, we're starting number 9. We still have an
这
opportunity.
是第9个
So this is
奖品
The
哈
9th prize.
我写的深信因果
I handwritten, well, firmly believe in cause and consequence.
深信因果。好，
All right?
我们网友说换一只手抽。
Our online friend said, well, change your hand. Use another hand to pick. That's a good idea. Stop.
好。
Okay.
换一只手哦。
Well, use another hand. Okay.
换一只手。
Sure. I'll use another hand.
我怕拿不到蓝色，平均一点哈，拿个蓝色的。
In order for me
这
to
就可以拿
pick
才
a
行
blue one, I have to look.
蓝色的也是一大堆。
Well, because we have a lot of blue ones here.
蓝色的，干脆拿两个。
I need to
拿
balance.
两个
Let me pick
蓝
two.
色的吧。
I want to pick 2 blue ones.
一个蓝色的先夹在这儿。
I'll put one here, one blue over there.
蓝色的
Blue,
得奖的
and the
得
prize
主是
winner is
3325号。
3325.
好，你得到的呢是
Your
深信
prize
因
is the
果
card
啊
firmly
对，是的，是的，
believe
啊
in cause
深信
and
因果，
consequence.
啊如意吉祥，
Wish
啊
you
做事
wish
容易成功，
fulfilling
啊
and auspiciousness,
恭喜你。
and whatever you do will be
师傅，
easier to be
好，
succeed,
我看
to
已
to
经
be
抽出来两
successful.
个嘛，哈
I already
这个
picked
是
2, so let me look at this
照不到
one.
蓝色的部分，
I need to get some blue
这个
ones.
是3837号，
3837.
得奖主哈，
3837 is the winner, and the
礼物
prize
是这个吧？
this one.
你看这种
see?
宝石蓝的啊，
This
这个小
you know,
小念珠啊，
royal
对，保
blue
佑你如意吉祥
or
啊
sapphire
富
blue.
贵无
I
边。
wish you wish fulfilling and
如意吉祥，富贵无边。
auspiciousness and
得奖主是
unlimited
3837号。
prosperity. And that's for 3837, the winner.
好，恭喜恭喜
Congratulations!
啊！10个，我们再抽一个吧。
Already
再抽
10?
一个。
Let's pick another one.
好。
Yay!
我们的网友说，看
Our
看
online
很
friend
疗愈
said,
啥病都
wow, just watching prize draw is very
我
healing.
经常抽奖。
Oh, yeah? If that's the case, then we should do more prize draws because that has a lot of blessings from Grandmaster. Well, from my heart, I'm really thankful for all our online friends' support and sponsorship so that we can help you more, support you more, and serve you more so that more people can benefit.
这是最后一个吗？
Is this the last one? Yes.
停。
Stop.
好，
All right.
最后一个原则上我们都是不看的哈。
Well, I shouldn't look for the last one.
哎，又是红色的，
Another pink. Mm.
什么奖品啊？
What is the prize?
就看大家喜欢什么奖品。
What do you like? Of course, we like everything. Whatever from your
最后一
hand
个，
is good.
再加一个，最后两个。
Let me have another
我就
one.
拿，我不看哈。
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, I'm not going to
网
look.
友还有机会哦。
Wow, you still have an opportunity.
又是
Oh, another pink.
没办法，真是佛
Well,
系，这没办法啊。
That's
你看
well,
关键
just
最后一个
Buddha
是
wants
谁
to
啊
give. Let me see who is that.
奖啦！
开奖了，
We're going to open it.
He Jing，恭喜
He
得
Jing,
奖
congratulations, He Jing, you get the prize.
亚洲的
好，
That's from Asia.
贺景的奖品是
And
金
your
币64
prize
卦
is the
好保佑
the
你
trigram,
如意吉祥
Grandmaster JinBodhi's trigram. I wish you wish fulfilling, auspiciousness, and your happy family and successful career. So this is for He Jing.
一位
And the last
奖
one,
品
the
真是
prize,
真是也是佛给的了。
that's
是
what
我写的
Buddha
吃亏是
blessed
福
you.
啊
It says sometimes it's a fortune to,
吃亏是福，就
what
是
should I
有福
say?
看这位有
这是
福的弟子，
对他最重要了啊。
Have some losses
看
sometimes.
看这位有福的弟子是谁呀？
So who is that fortunate person? Fortunate disciple?
我们看的
Yes.
心跳
Oh, my heartbeat is getting faster, Master. I can't open it. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, our online friends are sweating.
感冒的话
Oh, those people are saying like if I watch the prize draw and the cold will disappear, you know, the nose will breathe smoothly now. Who is that?
哇
Wow.
赵明光，
赵明光
恭喜赵明光。
Congratulations, 赵明光。
真是有福啊！
对，吃亏是福。
Well, having some losses sometimes is probably a fortune if you are willing to bear some loss, or it usually means that you are very forgiving, very tolerant, and quite compassionate. And if you have that kind of heart, then your heart will be big enough to bear good fortune. So, of course, then you would be fortunate. And so, congratulations. Okay, that's all for the prize draw. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Okay, so next time would be Wednesday. We will have the next online live broadcast. I haven't decided what to teach yet. So, do you like this group chanting practice, or you want to listen to family precept? But I've already taught most of the family precepts. But our online friends, let me know what kind of teaching you like better, and then next time I'll teach that part. So it would be Wednesday in North America, and same time, and in Asia would be Thursday morning. So that's all for today. Thank you for your great support and enthusiasm. Wish you all auspiciousness, wish fulfilling, long life, happy family, harmonious relationship. So all my online friends, I'll see you on Wednesday next week. Thank you.
小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了。